everybody, and welcome back to Monster Prom. I was going to look up the walkthrough for this. I'm going to go for Scott, obviously, because, he's perfection. But, so, for Scott, he doesn't care about any of the boldness, creativity. It's just how much he likes you. Because for Damien, it was like, oh, you need, plus 10 boldness and plus 5 fun. But on the walkthrough, it just says, get him to like you. Nothing else matters. So I guess we just gotta make him like us. One player, because I don't have any friends. Full game. Spooky High School. The sweetest years of our lives. I've already read this so many times. Back then when we were young and unafraid. In every episode of Monster Prom so far, I've mispronounced. I've always said back then we were young and afraid. And I realized that after 2 episodes. I was like, keep saying afraid. But I'm going to do it now. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. I'm going to pick Frankencool over here. And your name shall be... No. Slurp. Because I've been watching the Game Grumps too much. He is Slurp. We've yet to experience the ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left as we fantasized about our dream prom dates. We were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, the sweetest mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damon LeVay, Scott Howell, Wait, his name is Scott Howell. He's a werewolf. His last name's Howell. I just realized that. I'm such an idiot. Polygeiss and Vera, yeah. Vera Oberlin. It was clear. It had to be one of them. But who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom dates, and even then more daunting. We only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. No, we have 6. In a short game, we would maybe have 3 weeks. I don't know. I didn't do it. But in the full game, we have 6 weeks. As I already said, we were young and unafraid. We were ready to start. Yeah, so I have to find Scott in every one of them and make him like me. It doesn't matter where I go. I just have to be where he is. And it's completely random the entire time. So, I might not do it on this one either. Worry no more. We're now using your PhD in bullshit to diagnose what kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into character stats. This way each of you will start having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. Ooh, this one's different. Which is the coolest mythological creature? This weird creature I drew when I was 6 and is clearly super derivative from other mythical creatures, but it's super cool and it's my OC and my spirit animal, okay? The invisible hand at the free market. A sphinx. Who is super turned up and ready to party, and she raps all her riddles. She still kills you if you don't answer them correctly, but she raps riddles. I like this one. Okay, if you had to have sex with an animal, which would it be? A purebred horse. At least I can keep his semen and sell it. It's worth a lot. Who said there was no silver lining in bestiality? A dolphin. The only animals that fucks just for pleasure. So at least we can both... Oh, so we can both do our best to have a good time, right? No one can make me fuck an animal. If I fucked an animal, it'd be on my own free will. As a matter of fact, I've already fucked an animal, so joke's on you, pal. I'm gonna go with this one. What would be the most appealing in love partner? Kawaii eyes, a taste for party, a tsundere personality, soft fur, a big horn, sharp wits. I don't know which one Scott likes. It could be... maybe soft fur? Yeah! Because he's the only one that has fur, so I was like, but he likes to party, and then I remember, oh yeah, Polyghost. She's drunk, all the time. Okay, so it does not matter where I go, as long as Scott's there, I'll be fine. And I have to make the right decision no matter what. I wish there was a saving thing in this game, where you could go back and choose your decisions. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit. leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. And here comes Liam ranting at anyone who about the failings of living flesh. I have such a pity for creatures that have to consume things other than blood. Grocery shopping, cooking, chewing, it's a nightmare. No wonder there's so many fad diets. People don't want to have to choose what they eat. Like, have you ever heard of the Matroska diet? To eat a tapeworm. Then you eat a bigger tapeworm to swallow that tapeworm. And so until all of your organs are replaced by tapeworms. It's usually fatal, but the corpses do look fabulous. Oh man, that brings back memories. The Matroska diet is how I died. I miss fad diets. I used to get up on the stupidest shenanigans to get my hands on the latest food replacements. Whoa, you guys talking about fad diets? Sign me up. I'll do anything to get more ripped. Anything. Have you heard of the Islam Krez? It's where you only eat things that came from mummy. Mummies are rare, so you get super skinny. Plus you get robbed tombs. Oh, you get to rob tombs. Have you heard of the paleo diet? Ugh. Now try the Jurassic diet. You can't eat anything it is designed for. Killing a T-Rex alone will get you super buff. Hey Scott, didn't you say you had a time machine? That would be a diet perfect for you. I do, but Coach gave me all on the condition that I only use back in time to win all the games that I lost. I'm not going to jeopardize my deep relationship with Coach just to get hecka swole in history times. Plus, the last time I used it, I ended up in time to look exactly like the present. I never figured out how to go back. Scott, yay, he loves me. It turns out that it's just a cardboard box Coach painted "Believe in Yourself" on. Everyone knows that time travel isn't real, or is it? In any case, you lose -2 charm, -1 boldness. I don't give a shit. Scott loves me. It's the only thing that matters. Oh god, Vera. As you approach your table, you see Vera delectably lifting her fork full of quinoa into her mouth. She brings lunch from home. When... Food 468, who do we deliciate? Eating, yay, eating! Ah, Scott, what on earth are you doing? I'm cheerleading you, to help you be the best eater in the school. I turned southern all of a sudden. What caused this obsession with the cheerleading me through the mundane activities that require no cheerleading? Everything's required cheerleading, silly. That's why we have cheerleaders for our cheerleaders. But I can see my cheerleading's not working. You haven't eaten anything yet. That's because you keep startling me with your damn cheerleading. I can't eat when I'm startled. No, that can't be. I must not be cheerleading hard enough. Hey friend, maybe you can help me. You shouldn't be cheering for Vera to eat the food. You should be cheering for the food to get eaten by Vera in the walk-in freezer. Problem is we aren't just a giant salad. Yay, Scott loves me. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I mean, sports cheerleaders dress like giant steaks and drumsticks all the time. Maybe this is how they look when I'm really hungry. Whatever, let's dress up. Luckily, the cool keeps some vegetables costumes in the auditorium for health presentations, so you snag them and start cheerleading. Beets aggressive. Eats beets aggressive. There aren't even beets in my salad. It's just quinoa and the tears of my enemies. Vera's pissed, but she does eat her salad really fast just so you leave her alone. Hooray for cheerleading. Yay. God, there's so much left. Go to the outdoors. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there were like 300 people. Someone summons a demon from Nightmare Dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. I know I've already read all this. You gain +2 fun. You notice Scott and Damien waving their phones at each other's faces, and they decide to take a look. As you get closer, they realize they're discussing Pokemon's Go, the mobile game on the hit television show Pocket Humans. You bet your ass I do, and check it out. His fiscal responsibility stat is 11. He's a fucking beast doing his taxes. I heard he's lactose intolerant, though. Yeah, I feed him but nothing but cheese pizza to fuck with him. He hates it. That's not very nice. I'm super nice to Leslie Dunbar. Fuck you. You got Leslie Dunbar, the queen of insurance liability management? Yeah, I had to trade two Mindy Babcocks into Jared Fogle, oh god, to get her, but it's so worth it. That's nothing. You got a Pokemon so random it'll send them both into shock. You whip out your phone and show them your Winslow Gibbs, fiscal responsibility 14, armor class 20, living owner of a speedboat and several dogs. Scabs, rent-a-car, sex murderer. I don't know. This one. Winslow Gibbs, he has Winslow Gibbs. What's so great about Winslow Gibbs? He looks like a tool. I don't know. I just feel like he really gets me, you know? Bro, I traded my lawyer-type Pokemon for that Winslow. And it's an ultra rare, ultra briefcase. Or we can make some kind of other arrangement. Wink. Did you just say wink? Yay! I had no idea where that decision was going. Damien's trying to look unimpressed, but you can tell he's never seen a fine Pokemon before either. And Scott looks clearly impressed. Score! You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. I almost said minus, I'm so used to that. That's not a good thing. Okay, let's go to the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing the class play, it's as though the muses of Celso would descend to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It's great because it's great because high school standards. Remember generations, but it's pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. Nearby, you can see Scott and the wolf pack talking. Whoa. Who the hell are you? Scott! Oh, I just gotta give him a surfer accent. Scott, we have the greatest power drink of the day. Check that out, bro. Ooh, I love power drinks. But wait, this new cutting-edge sports supplement is like no other before. There's no need to mix it with the beverage. You can consume it only using your nose. That's cocaine. It is. It's called cocaine. Yeah, cocaine. Whoa, that totally doesn't sound like your regular power drink. It definitely means it's cutting edge, just like you said. Yeah, it's like 50% energy drink, 50% protein, and 100% raw power. God damn it with these crazy pranks. Before you can do anything, Scott has snorted up all the coke. Rah! God. And he's gone full wolf mode. Now he's basically unleashed and destroying everything he sees. You need to do something to calm him down. But what? Give him your flashy fidget spinner. Using your vast knowledge of aromatherapy, give him some lavender-scented cocaine to neutralize the regular scent of cocaine and relax him a bit. Give him a flashy fidget spinner. I have no idea. This one. You start spinning a very flashy fidget spinner in front of Wolf Scott. He stops wreaking havoc and stares at the spinning fidget spinner. It's so spinny. After a while, he reverts to his normal self, because everyone knows that cocaine triggers a werewolf transformation, but a fidget spinner can cancel it. Bro, this thingy is the best thingy ever. It's like a very safe and friendly shuriken. Can I keep it? How can you say no to that pair of puppy dog eyes? Hooray! You see Scott fleeing with your fidget spinner, still managing to wreak some kind of havoc, despite calling it very safe and friendly. Clumsy, handsome Scott, you gain +2 charm, +1 smarts, but he didn't love me. He didn't love me. God damn it, I almost said Ross again. God damn it, Ross. God damn it, Scott. You can't do cocaine on school grounds. That's illegal, you know. As you approach Scott and Miranda's table, you see that entire table is covered in exotic silverware. Ooh, what's this one for? Mouse it out of the way. That's the forking spoon. It's a spoon for picking up your forks, so you don't have to touch them with your fingers. And that one? That's the tuning fork. It's for making sure all your other silverware is tuned to A minor, as is proper. What about this one? It's a dairy knife. It's for milk. Wow. Do people invent new silverwares? All the time, but none of them are any good. You take a genius of true subtlety to improve the existing canon. A genius of true subtlety, eh? Well, I don't know why I said eh. I'm not Canadian. I'm not Canadian. I don't live in the country of Canada. Genius and subtlety are your middle fucking names. You suggest the ultimate new silverware. The salad harp. Hands. My favorite silverware. Yes, Scott, you love me. Egads, how crude. I know, right? My only favorite silverwares are face and mouth. Scott, I think you're misunderstanding the purpose of silverware. No, I don't think so. Look. Scott reaches into his backpack and pulls out 2 silver hands, a silver face and a silver mouth. What the fuck? He holds his hands in his hands and his face in his mouth and devours his lunch highly counterintuitive way. I stand corrected. You're not standing, you're sitting. Wow, Scott. You proud of yourself for that one?
You're fucking proud of yourself, you little bitch.
No, I'm kidding. I love you, Scott. Anyway, now I gotta put on some ointment. Oh, that silver is really bad for my skin. Oh, you're a werewolf. That is really bad. Scott lets you put the ointment on him. Nice. 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 Okay, let's go to the library. What is that? The day you spend some time on the library's PCs, mining some bitcoins. Wow. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. But you guess that nobody actually has a fucking idea how that works, really. Anyway, you gain plus 2 bitcoins, which is equal to plus $2 million. Which unfortunately equals 2 monster dollars, so plus 2 money. God damn it. You hear a cry of anguish. It sounds like several of your friends getting their asses kicked at a video game. And it is. You find Scott, Damon, and Liam, and the Slayer? Oh, I thought that was an I. It's an exclamation point. They're playing Federation of Fables, the infamous super competitive MOBA. Ugh. Not to get on anyone's feelings, but MOBAs are stupid. No offense. I just don't like MOBAs. Alright? I'm thinking of a MOBA, right? No, I'm thinking of MMO. What the fuck is a MOBA? They spot you. Hey you, Slurp, we need your help. We can't let these noobs win. It's true. It's so serious that we put our feud aside and team up against the greater evil. 13-year-old brats who think they're better at us than FOF. FOF. We were kicking their asses, but the jungler uses super special skill on their mage and cursed them into roaming the desert for 40 years. In real life. FOF developers are crazy as fuck. This game is insane. We need to destroy their base soon or we'll lose. Or, you can trust me. Wally the Rex, the Dino Diplomat. I'm in negotiations with one of them. If we reach an agreement, the Sentinel's bloodbath will end in a peaceful truce. We need to destroy their base before Liam does his lame diplomatic thing. I'm Joe the Hole Digger. I'm digging holes to see what happens. I might find a bone. That won't help us in any way, Wolf Boy. Not if I can find a super cool bone. Come on, Slurp, join the alliance. Let's fight the good fight. Now it all comes to making the right choice. Which absurd character will the game changer in the match? No one. Just start dancing in a very stylish way. That always solves your problems, doesn't it? Gary the game developer, mighty creator of the entertainment. None of these decisions are good. Scott, which one do you want? Just tell me. Just tell me, Scott. Just tell me. Just tell me. No, we're not going there. Stupid mouse. That one. Gary, that's a super risky choice, dude. Developing a game isn't a fun task. There are a lot of risks and uncertainty. It's not a wise career to choose. Look at him. He's hiding in a bush while developing video games. Not smart. Go, Gary! Fuck. The other team's Isbin. The Viking bastard is approaching the bush where Gary is. Everyone knows Vikings are strong against game developers. Ah, Isbin has 2 battle axes. I don't think Gary is resilient to battle axes. I can't watch this bloodbath. Clearly, Gary's dreams of creating a sexual independent video game didn't include facing a Viking for a thirst of blood. I need to breathe for a second. Well, Gary's no longer a game developer. Now he's just a bloody carcass in a pool of his own excrement. I guess life is always full of unexpected twists. And we've lost. I guess pretending you could help us was stupid of us. Yeah, almost as stupid as you choosing a game developer to fight a violent melee. Thanks for nothing. You leave. You feel so bad you don't know if you'd rather be the one roaming the desert for 40 years. Nope, this feels bad. But still better than the roaming thing. Still, you lose -2 fun and -1 smarts. But did Scott like it? He didn't like it? Shit. Alright, let's go bathrooms. That day you skip class and hang out with in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. It's almost time for football practice, but you see Scott without his uniform on, looking sadder than you've ever seen him. I just can't believe it, bro. Coach kicked me off the team. Why did he do that? It's not fair. How was I supposed to know that the cocaine power drink contained cocaine? Wait, how do you pronounce it? Cocaine? Is that how Scott pronounces it? Cocaine? But rules are rules, and apparently doing a bunch of cocaine is against those rules. What am I gonna do, bro? Sports is my life. A life without sports is a life without life. Please, bro, help me figure out a way to get back on the team. We'd love to help. The only question is, how? Spike the punch with Coke on prom night. If the whole team on Coke, Coach will have to let you play. All we gotta do is convince Coach that cocaine is a good thing. A little hands-on demonstration wouldn't hurt. None of these decisions are good. Or legal. I don't know, Scott. Which one do you want? Just help me. I want to love you, but you're making it extremely difficult. Wait. You want to get Coach, the guy who kicked me off the team for doing cocaine? You want to say, hey, cocaine isn't so bad, so do this cocaine with me. It sounds like the kind of thing I would do, but people are always telling me I'm not very smart. So maybe that isn't not very smart? If I wanted to use my own ideas, I would have asked myself, not you. Maybe I should ask myself, hey, Scott, is giving cocaine to Coach a bad idea? Yes, it is, Scott. It's a very bad idea, and doing it would make you a Damien. Oh, no, I don't want to be a Damien. I'm sorry, friend, but it looks like you can't help me after all. God damn it. Well, that was fucking weird. At least mine too smart to mine one charm. Scott, just love me. I just want you to love me. Ooh, Coach. You find Scott and Damien shoveling their hot dogs and mashed potatoes in the mouth while Coach cheers them on. Go, boys, go! Munch your way to victory. Ah, there's no truer sport than eating contest. Sense crotch. Should let me use. It looks like they're pretty fair fights so far, but where's the fun in that? Time to stop in and tip the balance. Distract Scott with surprise rival. Saw the Damien's dog and holy ketchup. Yay, Scott, you finally gave me a heart, God damn it. Pull out your bottle of Brother Caliente's father, son, and the Holy Ghost pepper ketchup and dump it on Damien's dogs. Yeah, finally hot enough for... Oh, fuck, my soul is melting. Wait, I didn't think you had a soul, because, you know, you're the devil. Power through, Damien. The heat of your feeling is just a fire's determination. No, fire I can handle. This ketchup is fucking concentrated. I'm having an allergic reaction. Allergic reactions are just weakness leaving the body, Damien. Keep it up. I'm pretty sure that's wrong and dangerous advice. Coach, I quit. Well, I guess it just makes Scott the winner. Congratulations, Scott. Hooray, I love winning. Great, hooray. Well, now someone take me to the nurse's office. Hooray, I love helping. Scott rushes off carrying Damien's smoking body, and you rush off a little closer to Scott's heart. Yay. But he doesn't love me yet.
Just love me.
Let's go to class, because that's the only place we haven't been yet. That day you listened to your elders and learned valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense and dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. Cool, I'm smarter than the average bear. Or the zombie thing. Frankenstein thing. Bear is giving an informative presentation today in a speech class. It's called Why Everyone But Me is a Trash Person Who Deserves Scorn. Scott, we must simply make sure that Vera's speech is a success. Why? Isn't her speech about how we're all really bad and dumb? Because Vera's our friend, Scott, and friendship is the greatest treasure of all. Also, my parents owe money to her father. Oh, yeah, okay, this calls for some good old-fashioned cheerleading. Cheerleading, yes! But how does one cheerlead? It's simple. You just... Oh, no. I don't know how to explain it with words. Somebody help me do words good. You think if you give Scott a sensible suggestion, it might stop this from getting any stupider. So you tell them both to build a human pyramid, do the wave. Fuck. The wave, because you're a fish, but human pyramid, because Scott's strong. Fuck. But how should we construct this pyramid of which you speak? Oh shit, there's only 2 people. Easy, just follow my lead. Scott tries to climb on Miranda's shoulders, but insistently crushes her beneath his manly bulk. You don't do that, fucking Scott. God damn it. Miranda's bodyguards burst into the room. They shoot 8 students before Miranda can crawl out from under Scott and stop them. Teachers cancels class for the day so you can mourn your dead. Thanks a lot, you utter clowns. Now I have to redo my lecture. I'm adding special section about you 3. The special section turns out to be utterly devastating. You lose -2 fun, -1 smarts. Scott, you need to be smarter. You need to have the smarts. How many hearts do I have for Scott? Because it doesn't say how much I need. It doesn't say how much I have. It's completely random. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Many people fall during the battle. You can't take anymore, so you violently go straight in the other team's leader and start negotiations for a truce. After hours of intense diplomacy, you commit to an agreement, which is an unexpected twist. You gain plus 10 righteousness, but this game is wrong in so many ways that you would only be lucky if you can do anything with that. Plus 2 charm. There you are, swiping through potential monster match dates when you spot Scott passing through, muttering to himself in distress. You can't bear to see someone so adorable in so much pain, and you might as well try to ease it however you can. Oh, hi there, Slurp. Do you think I'm adorable? Yes, in fact, you're literally just thinking that. Anyway, the other day I was out in the forest trying to find a quiet place and large branch to do some pull-ups at a big sports game. One Sunday I was approached by all these talking forest animals. They were pretty big for forest animals, and I'd never seen animals that can talk like that. I mean, other than us werewolves, if you're counting us as animals. And they were just fuzzy and adorable. But they said they were impressed by my pull-ups and my muscles and that I was even more adorable. So the nice of the forest animals with giant heads made me their king. Which is really, really flattering. I just don't know about ruling. Not sure if I'm good enough to be a king. Aw, poor Scott. Except you help him rally. Scott, a good king is a strong ruler, physically strong. If you can do 100 push-ups, then you can be a good king for sure. True royalty has been inside you all along. Why else would your eyes be royal blue? That one. My eyes are royal blue? Liam said they were cerulean. But I always knew that wasn't a real word. Clever Liam. He was clearly testing me. So if my eyes are royal blue, that means I have royalty inside me all this time. Does that mean I have like a little blue king or queen inside of me? Is it like my true self? I've always suspected such big muscles couldn't be of this world. So good old Scott's just a mecha for little blue persons who fighting against evil. I wonder if that could be my royal name. Could be Surf Beef Wellington, Lady Mac Beef. No, Lady Mac Muscles. I should ask my loyal furries about that. Ugh, loyal furries? Not that there's anything wrong with that. Just saying. Furries is what I've decided to call this giant furry talking forest animals for short. Oh, wouldn't it? Oh god. Oh no, wait a minute. Thanks for helping me get my confidence back, Slurp. You should come meet my furry friends sometime. Well, you've always wanted to hang out with Scott. Not too sure about these circumstances. But it's better than hanging out at all. You gain plus 2 smarts and plus 1 fun. Okay. You're the king of furries. The best thing to be called. You arrive at Scott and Miranda's table to find Scott happily chowing down while Miranda stares horrified at her tray. What's wrong, Miranda? Oh, my nose again. Always when I record, my nose gets stuffed up. Isn't it obvious? Right here on my tray. Fish sticks. Oh. Cannibalism. Yeah, Fish Stick Fridays. Isn't it great? It's not great, Scott. The fish are my subjects. This is clearly the work of the air people. Air people? Yes. Do you not know the air people? The Merfolk's most hated rivals? Do you read the news? Yeah, sure. Because I totally know how to read. What? Well, I must insist that you cease eating those fish sticks immediately. It is high treason. Oh, but I've been looking forward to Fish Stick Friday since last Fish Stick Fridays. Are you sure I can't eat anyway? He's asking Miranda while holding a fish stick really close to his mouth, but you feel like you got a better answer to settle this argument. You blurt out, "Haven't you heard, Scott? Fish sticks are worse at sports. They contain baldropinol and nerdoflavin. Fish sticks contain absolutely no fish. It's all garden snails and food-grade plastic. Scott can eat as many as he wants." See, Miranda, there's nothing wrong with fish sticks at all. They're good for you. I suppose you're right. Perhaps it's not the air people's plot I suspected after all. Though I am disappointed that so much plastic is being used in fish sticks rather than plastic drink rings to catch birds with. Don't forget about the snails. There's snails in it, too. I would much rather forget about the snails, thank you. Does this mean you still don't want your fish sticks? Can I have them? Can I? Very well, you may partake. Not sure where my eating serfs have gone in any case. As you watch Scott chow down on his artificial fish fingers, you decide that both he and Miranda have weird relationships with food. Scott gives you a thumbs up while he's still munching on those fish fingers. Okay. evening. Let's go outdoors. Let's go outdoors. That day during recess, he shared a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. At one point, Juan, the small, magical Latino cat, slips on banana peel. You start to laugh at him. He asks you to stop, but you don't. You laugh so hard at him that you somehow steal +2 fun from him. Hooray! You hear an almost dog-like whimpering and go see what kind of poor animal is in pain. The answer is Scott, who's cross-eyed with concentration. He yelps and snaps out of it. Oh, bro, thank goodness you're here. I was trying to think all by myself, and it was really hard, you know? See, I know I'm the best at exercising. I'm the exercise master, the exercise lord, the exorcist. Sure, Scott, you're the exorcist. Sure. As long as you love me, you can be the exorcist. I don't care. Just love me. But I've never tried exercising my brain, and in a way, my brain is almost part of the body. You know. It's sort of 3 in 1 because I'll make it better exorcism, and being smarter will keep me from getting bad grades and kick me off sports team. That wasn't 3 things, or 1 thing, but you still have some ideas. Books are like weights for your brain, and heavier weights are better, so you need to lift really heavy books. Let's brainstorm, which I mean let's make a literal actual storm inside your brain. Yeah, this one. Ooh! That makes total sense. Everyone always talks about how people read big books and must be really smart. So I bench press big books. And then my smarts will become strong. People say, do you even lift? And I say, yeah, books. And I get really smart. I can rip phone books in half. I'll never tell. Those have tons of words and numbers, so they should be like books and super smart people. Finally, use for all those phone books nobody uses anymore. You gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts, but you didn't love me. Why don't you love me, Scott? Why don't you love me? Okay, where haven't I gone in a while? Let's go to the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel you're not as good as the role you require us to be. There doesn't seem to be any ordinary way of getting yourself there, but there might be an extraordinary way. You summon the devil, one of many, and make a deal and enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain +2 creativity. You also lose 3 years of your life and end at the end of the deal, but who cares? They weren't happening in game anyway. You're practicing your very best monster mash when you hear the sounds of an argument, which is so strange in the sacred. I don't know why I couldn't read sacred. I was like, sacred. Turning into Scott. Sacred hollow halls of education. Lol, JK, can you imagine? Slurp. They made me the king, and they deserve the bestest king, most wonderful king there ever was. And they're gonna work hard, and I'm gonna work as hard as I can to be that king, no matter what it takes. Scott, you realize it's not cute little baby animals that need a king, right? They're furries. I know they're furry, Vera. I'm the one who told you that. No, Scott, they're furries. It's a kink. Yes, Vera. There are many kinks in my plan. That's why I need to work them out to be the best ruler. Forget it. Excuse me, you need help being a good ruler? I know all about that. Being a king is so easy, as Daddy always says. Only life peasant can stage rebellion. Oh, Miranda, I'm not really sure. Fear is your most important weapon. Your second most important weapon is actual weapons. Torture soup spoons, razor teacups, and a knife on fire. You know, the usual. Only one of those can do actual damage. It's the torture soup spoons. I mean, if you just eat soup in front of like a tortured thing, it's like, give me some chicken noodle. I don't know, Miranda. I appreciate the advice, but I don't think that's the kind of king I want to be. Nonsense. I'll go get the butter knife shuriken right now. It seems so unnecessary. There must be a better, kinder way to rule, right, Slurp? I want them to have a happy time under Scott the First. They've always been so nice to me. They've written me beautiful songs, which are about my adventures, but most of them are sort of things I definitely have not done. Oh, God. And they've made amazing drawings of me. Oh, God. Which are really generous in their propositions. I just think they deserve the best leader. Normal rulers make their subjects pay taxes, but what if you pay taxes to them? Flag time, you can't rule a kingdom without a flag. Without a flag, it would be just a bunch of flagless people. That one. Flag. You're 120% right. Flags are the best. Let's combine our art powers to create the very best flag ever. You get into an intense art frenzy, which is kind of hot and intimate. And somehow, two of you end up shirtless and sweaty while panting and doodling. Okay. After 3 hours of passionate art activity, you put your clothes on again, because of decency, but mainly because we don't have a shirtless model for Scott, and admire your work. Whoa, this is genius! No, it's actually not so bad drawing of Scott shirtless and the word Scott rules. But sure, why not? You know how it takes to take a compliment. Scott leaves all excited, ready to execute your plan. As your elders always say, any problem can be solved by drawing shirtless people. Later, you stumble upon Scott again. He seems quite excited. There you are, Slurp. Your stupid bracelet, stop hitting here. Your plan was a success. My beloved furries seem to love a flag that's basically just me shirtless. They declared it a national day that should be celebrated yearly by drawing me shirtless. Which is kind of silly, since I do pretty much every day. Anyway. The important thing now is I'm the best ruler ever, and thanks to you, I would love for you to visit my kingdom someday. We might even celebrate Shirtless Scott Day together. Wink. Pretty sure Shirtless Scott Day will totally become your all-time favorite festivity. You gain +2 charm, +1 creativity. God, it's almost over, and I gotta make him love me. Where's Scott? Scott was Liam. Why you gotta spell Liam? You find Liam taking pictures of his food, and Scott taking pictures of also Liam's food? Ha, yes, Scott, snap away. My artistic plating is too magnificent to ignore. Artistic what? I'm playing Pokemon's Go, the mobile version of the hit Pocket Humans video game. What do Pocket Mans have to do with my food pick? There's a level 43 Bernard Henson hanging around in the middle of your plate. Here, take a look. Scott, why does your phone show a tiny human doing pottery on top of my eggplant ravioli? You mean you don't know Bernard Henson? He used to be a character accountant, but he was now decided to pursue his dreams of being a world-famous potterer. That made your life change when you're super rare. Pocket humans almost never follow their dreams. God, that's a lot. Well, I don't care how rare he is. His presence is spoiling my pristine food pick. Spoiling it, but pocket humans are way cooler than boring old food pick. You take that back. Uh-oh, tempers are running a little high. It looks like it's up to you to settle this dispute. Scott's right, Liam. Why take a normal, cliched food pick when you can take a food pick of Scott catching a Pokemon off your food pick? Scott, look over there. There's Stuart Hogarth on top of that pile of mashed potatoes. This one. Yay, Scott, you will love me. Good lord, you're right. The layers of irony are practically infinite. Go ahead, Scott. Capture your Pokemon. Okay, here I go. Wait, what are you doing? Stop molesting my pasta. I'm not trying to grab your pasta, bro. I'm trying to grab Bernard Henson, but he's too slippery. You imbecile. Bernard Henson is actually on top of my ravioli. He has an image projected on by your phone. Are you sure? He seems so real. Let me just try to grab him a few more times. No! My artificially arranged pasta pockets are in disarray. You fiend! Liam chases you and Scott so he can rebuild his artful pasta arrangement. You bond with Scott by teaching him how to actually play Pokemon's Go. Ooh, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Well, 4 more, because the last one doesn't really count. Let's go to the library. Fan-fucking-tastic. A jelly butt crush. 420 backers. Dang. Back that shit. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs, managing your skirt kicker. You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. You gain plus 100,000 money. But almost everything goes to cover costs, and you only keep +2 money. You find Scott sadly holding an open bottle of Power Sludge, the food-like elixir that gets you ripped. Bro, this protein shake in a bottle is gross. Oh my god, I had one of those the other day. It was so disgusting. My dad, he's trying these protein shakes. He's like, here, son. No. He's like, here, take one. So I tried it, and it was the most disgusting thing. It was supposed to be vanilla. It tasted like if somebody ate that, threw it back up, ate it again, threw it back up, and a dog shit it. That's what it tasted like. No joke. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever had. It was gross. I don't even know what the most of these ingredients are. Flabbergraven, Abercrombie, kale. Plus, it tastes like butt. Not a stranger's butt, which is exciting to smell, but a gross, nasty butt from the butt swamp. I can't just toss it though. I've already opened it, and my coach is always saying I gotta finish what I start. Bro, help me find something to mix it in with this power and then make me buff and taste good. I swear if it's cocaine. Make the drink taste good, I mean. I don't need to taste good. I think I taste fine. Try this vial of genie sweat. I stole it from a genie. Good thing I brought these grape flavored steroids. Nope. Psst, bro. I don't know how to say this, but the genie you stole sweat from is floating right behind you. Turn around to find a very pissed off genie staring you down. Turns out genies are really attached to their sweat. The genie promises to grant you any wish you want, as long as you wish to getting your ass kicked by a genie. You lose some -2 fun and -1 boldness. At least it wasn't steroids. We already have enough drugs in our lives, right, Scott? Oh. I think that would make Scott hate me if I did steroids. Let's go to the bathroom. Let's say you skip class and hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. While in the bathrooms, you tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold, you would kill a tiny, big-eyed turtle with your bare hands. Your monster's ass would instantly give you plus 500 boldness. But come on, you're just talking to yourself in the mirror. What's the merit in that? You know what? You can keep plus 2 boldness anyway for saying to yourself out loud. Wait, there's a number in the background. There's a hangman. Boost. Butts. Is it butts? I say butts. Butts. My final answer. Butts. Bucks. Oh. Afterwards, Scott catches up to you, panting excitedly. Bro, hey, I was just looking for you. I can't stop thinking about you. This is sounding good. So I thought maybe tonight if you weren't doing anything. Yes. We can maybe go somewhere private and, use our bodies to... Yes. Work out. Oh. Okay. Maybe a little disappointed, but you still salvage this. You suggest the most romantic workout you know. French squats, naked basketball. Scott, which one do I choose for you? This could go so well or terrible. There's no in between of this. I don't know. Scott, just help me. Slurp, help me. Naked basketball. French squats, naked basketball. French squats, naked basketball. I don't know. Hold on. I need a coin. Heads, French squats, tails, naked basketball. Okay. I gotta hold it in the microphone while flipping it. It's heads, French squats. Well, there goes that coin. Oh. I've never done French squats before. But like I always say, if there's squats in the name, you know I'm game. French squats perform while sitting in a chair in a 5-star restaurant. Every time you gaze into your workout partner's eyes on one rep, Scott does it without his chair, so I can really feel the burn. Bro, these French squats is giving me quads a killer workout. But the burning in my calves does nothing compared to the burning in my heart. What do you mean is also an amazing cardiovascular workout? That's the most romantic thing Scott's ever said to you all night. You'll take it. You gain plus 2 boldness and plus 1 charm. Alright, I got lunch. And then, evening. I gotta make him love me. You waltz over to Miranda and Scott's table to find them peering suspiciously into a burger. Secret sauce. What dread mysteries do you conceal? Whoa, do you think the secret sauce can talk? Cool. Hey, secret sauce, what are you made out of? No, Scott. My question was rhetorical. Awesome. Mine was loud. Oh, it's no use. We will never discern the active ingredient in this delicious secret sauce. Unless you have an idea, Slurp. The blood of your father's enemies, Miranda. That's why it's so delicious. You ever thinking this, Scott? The sauce is made of secrets. Oh, of course. Secret sauce. The clue is in the title. But what are the secrets made out of? Shh, Miranda, it's a secret. But, shh. In an effort to become more mysterious, Scott has you rub secret sauce all over his chest. You're definitely into it.
Okay, I got evening. This is my last chance to make Scott love me. Come on, Scott. Where do I go? Let's go. Let's go to the auditorium. Until you're rehearsing the class play, you aren't especially good nor inspired. But once it seems you aren't getting in the classic creativity boost from the auditorium. But afterwards, while talking to your classmates, you're having trouble conveying your point in discussion, so you decide to convey it through music. You start singing, and suddenly everyone else joins you in a kick-ass musical number. It's so amazing that the people who are arguing totally gets your point and change your minds once the song is over. You gain +2 creativity. What are my stats? Holy shit, it's the best I've ever had. After that, it's time for the most important part of school, visiting Scott's kingdom of furry animals, as promised. When you get to the forest, you find that most of the trees have been decorated with beautiful, intricately drawn pictures of even more muscular-than-life Scott, having various kinds of sex with very different giant furry animals. Slurm, my royal advisor, here to royally advise me, while I sit down on my Scott throne and rule over Scott friends. Aren't those sweet little furry creatures devoted to me? It's my tail wag with joy. It is at this point where one of the sweet little furry forest creatures' giant head falls off, revealing a very startled-looking mummy. Yep, Vera called it. Bunch of kinky furry people doing furry stuff in the woods. Oh no, what just happened? Is he hurt? Is my little panda friend hurt? Or was my panda friend never a panda friend at all? Oh no. Scott will not be losing his pure joy and innocence over some furry shitty costuming skills. Not on your watch. Not today. You think quickly. You know how deer shed their antlers and they grow back? Talking forest creatures shed their heads. Scott, the panda must have been a cursed prince. Now you've turned back into a person. They shed their heads. Oh yeah, makes perfect sense. Everything in nature changes with the season. Leaves change color in fall, bears hibernate in winter. I bring my falling grades up in the spring so I don't get kicked off the sports team. But wait. If my furry forest creatures' heads are supposed to fall off, but only one of their heads did, am I doing something wrong that stunt their growth? What's happening? I knew I was a bad king. Not nearly enough heads should have fallen off. I need to leave this forest before I make things worse. Scott runs away in shame and he thinks of stopping him, but the alternative might include some beheadings. So for now you lose -2 charm, -1 boldness. Damn it. Oh. Accept me, Scott. Accept me. Yes. Scott, please. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Prom? Sure. Yay! He loves me. He wants to go to prom with me. Yeah. It'll be so much hard partying that it'll count as a workout. Yeah! I got Scott to go to the prom with me. Yes. Prom night was the best. The two of you got lost on your way to school and ended up having a crazy misadventure in a dungeon. But there's a picture of us going there. But there it is. By the time you finally arrived at prom, your bonds were tighter than ever. You learned a lot about Scott. It turns out, aside from sports and cheerleading, he also loves the sky and the stars. He gives his own names to constellations. And if he knew the word astronomer, you'd sure he'd love to be one someday. Yay! I got an ending. I didn't get a secret ending? Shit. Was that it? That he went to prom? I don't get like, no, we made out. Or we fucked all night long. Nothing? What is this waste of time? Just baloney. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After Monster Bomb, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning who we were and who we could be. And you know what? As it always does, life happened. And it was wonderful. Damien and Scott teamed up and took second in the National Pokemon Tag Tournament team. The crowd was amazed. Their Pokemon team did taxes as if they were no tomorrow. It was a thing of beauty. Miranda used her taste for surf knowledge to get a job at handpicking the best surfs for other people. Unsurprisingly, she ended up leaving her surfs to do the work. Vera really built the Oberlin Empire in endless greatness. They own a endless number of companies. It's known that they're also into lots of sketchy businesses. But no one does anything about it. I mean, who in the hell would try to stop Vera Oberlin? During those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed bigger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom had ended then, but there were lots of battles left in the war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. If I told you that. Yeah, the song's copyrighted. I'm just saying it so you people know what it is. I have like another song in there that has lyrics and it kind of matches. So, yeah. So, I want to see who the voice actors are. Because I know there's Aaron, Cry, and Nate. That's it. That's all I know. Estelle, yeah, web designer. They're going crazy. Come on, voice actors. 15 minutes, written by Mike Kroll. Okay, Aaron, Cry, Nathan, Christine Vey, Sarah Williams, Danielle McCrae, Erica Ishii, Curtis Arnett, Brooke Thorne, Jesse Cox. What did Jesse Cox do? Orgy planner. Sure. Anna Hui, Monster Prom's first cosplayer. Special thanks to all those people. You shouldn't drink and bike. It's not a... And Megan the Yog, and there are many TV shows inspired by it. Told you that... Yeah, I don't know the words to this. Because it's covered up by a guitar. Game created by Beautiful Glitch and the awesome publisher of those awesome guys. Always have each other's rears. Oh, it's different. It was different. Lit. I don't know why I said lit. But it showed a heart on the picture. Cool. I asked out Scott. You know, it worked. I finally got somebody to go to prom with me. Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do another episode. I might do like, try to get like a secret ending one. I don't know. But it worked. I finally got someone to go to prom with me, and it was Scott. My favorite character. My favorite person, Aaron from Game Grumps. Alright, so this is gonna do this for this episode of Monster Prom. Lick that like button, crusty up those comments, and subscribe, and see you guys next time. I want you to fuck me all night, Scott. Just fuck me. We didn't do anything for the prom. We just went out and Did we marry? I hope we married. That would have been cool.